Have you wondered why you never seem to have enough money? You work hard, so it is not for a lack of effort. I'll tell you a secret. It is because you are an employee. You work for someone else, and as an employee, you will never make enough. This is how the system has been built all over the world, and your complaints, fortunately, will not change it. Your only solution is to become a business owner too. This is why I present to you the opportunity to run your own online business. Our online business is easy to run because 95% of the work has already been done for you. This is why thousands of people have been able to use our system to generate extra income in their spare times from the comfort of their bedrooms. If you can understand this message, then this opportunity is for you because we have coaches and mentors who will hold your hand and guide you through every step of your journey towards your financial freedom. If you desire change and want to know more, reach out to us on the website and WhatsApp number you see on your screen, and we will be happy to answer all your questions.
It is an honor to have this man here with me. I mean, it has always been my mind, say, anytime I go to the States, but when to go to the States, and I'm said, I bang, and I'm a call, and that opportunity and sit down with him, because it has always been a dream to meet him. Today is my first time. Asia, and many just say Asia also anybody meeting Zionfelix. No, I don't need to give an essay of a bio about Sonnie Badu. It's an honor to meet you.
God bless you, Zion. How are you?
I'm very fine, yourself.
Good to see you.
In fact, I'm very, very happy. I'm sitting down with you today to talk to you. Because I've been listening to you all this while, and then watching you go into the world of pastoral job. Yamisha.
Amen. Yamisha also.
Let me ask this one quick. One of them said you started posting pictures of you and your church. And I'm like, when did they come in?
Okay. What people don't know is that I only let them see what I want them to see. In my plan, we were discussing before this, and we said something which we all realized is what to do after Zionfelix. What is next, And I planned the church 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Okay. So I had a plan. Mayor concerts for London, Mayor say. And then I had a 10 years plan towards the church in Atlanta. So for about 10 years, I had been going to America up and down, but then I made people think I was living in London. But what they didn't know is I lived in America more than I lived in London. They call London, I'm just there with a family, and then I'm out again. I was literally preaching more than I was singing, but I made the world think I was singing more than I preached.
Okay.
So this is 10 years. And when it was getting to the time for the church to start, I heard the voice of God again, right in Dallas. Okay, I said it was time. Zion, at that time, I was making money singing, making a lot of money. I was not interested. Mind you, my father is a pastor. About 8 years ago, my dad looked at me and said to me, "Oh baby, I'm sorry." But
you were planning towards it?
I had planned. I knew. Okay. I said, but then why a plan said, in case because when you go to places and you preach the word of God and you see how things are going, and Sana, part of the companies I run in London was helping pastors and churches build. Into a lot of churches in London, because of confidentiality, I can't mention their names, I was helping them structure and build, So it coming out to the world, my plan.
So it was like a swift move.
Oh yeah, I knew exactly what I was doing. When I heard it in Dallas say it was time, and I prayed. The prayer has to come in. He found maybe which area, which place. Then a friend in America called me. I said William Murphy. William Murphy is one of the top gospel artists. He's also a musician and a bishop. Okay. So my friend was like, William Murphy, old church, we're free, they call her landlord now, no, Spanish man. Said, I've been waiting for you. Yeah. me and him became like close friends. I feel on first thing he did was he gave me money to invest. And then I sold my Mercedes. I had a Mercedes C-Class then, Betoye. And I'm a Depton instruments now there. Nyamin Chad, after I stayed there for about a year, I told the church members we need to get our own building. Tienya building to lease for 5 years. Messenger videos, you'd see we are calling a warehouse empty. Okay. And then we leased it. We are leasing for 5 years. We have 2 more years to move out. Guess what? That pastor lost his church. Guess who also helped him to sustain his church? Me. That's life. Life is a cycle. Because unim da. Papa. So the church had been in the pipeline, and by the grace of God, 4 years now.
Wow.
We're almost in our books about 800 members. Wow. I have 12 pastors under me. When you come, I'd love for you to come to the church.
Wow, I would love to. But you said you sold your Mercedes C300. Then you had money. What bushels? And I heard say to get Sonnie Badu and your chicken change. So you had money. So why did you have to sell your Mercedes before doing the church?
If I tell you, Zion, give me $20,000. Yes, sir, we need $20,000. But I should be Obieni investor or this carton. So yeah, I have money, but I had gone into investment. And at that moment, at that time, I wanted to use that as a seed to see what God would do. Guess what? 9 months into the Tibet, 1 year, Namifa Uber in the class, sorry, it was one hour in, 1 hour out. I was living in a place called Douglasville, and the church was in an area called Spaghetti Junction. It was like 1 hour and 45 minutes in and out. My birthday that year, they bought me an S-Class.
Wow.
The church bought
From
me
C to S-Class.
Thank you. In the Christian religion, we understand and believe in sowing and reaping. Okay? Perhaps other religions wouldn't, but in the Christian or believers' religion, we believe in sowing, and I believed in that act. And God literally gave it back to me a few months later.
I've seen more videos of your church and pictures of it. I love it.
Thank you.
I love the design. And because probably you, for the want of better words, you are a high-class musician. That's why so nice. I see acoustic there and I'm like,
I invested about $300,000 on the instruments. Yeah, in the instruments. Obawa, Utia, Obawa said no. I put a lot in. Yeah, organ and Kuawa is about $35,000. The drums is about $7,000. It was made, we ordered it. However, Yehonofa, about 300 people. But I had a plan. So the instruments we have can take about 5,000 people. Not just when we're moving to the new place.
You don't need to invest more.
Thank you.
So that is all because of your background in music.
But you cannot see being a musician, becoming a preacher in America ain't normal. Bishop Jakes was a musician. Creflo Dollar was a musician. Travis Green is a musician and a pastor. Ty Tribbett has a church. Most musicians have it. So America is very normal. But for me, when you talk about Sonnie Badu, oh, he has a church, I'm going to his church, what should you expect? Music. Music has to be top notch. So I knew, I needed to really invest in that, which I did, and I'm glad I did. Because out of that, we've brought out more musicians now. We've mentored so many people from that church. Okay. And it's an incredible feeling and experience.
You were in Ivory Coast recently. Congrats on that show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just after that, I think you posted something, and Pastor Brian came to say that come back to US and then continue your church. And I saw you write that, and you're going to focus fully on the preaching.
I can never stop music. Music is a part of me. Matter of fact, Mr. Ate Church, I've been singing more than preaching. Why? Because I'm also a worship leader in my church. Every time I pick the mic before I preach, I have to lead worship. Okay. My vocal cords have even opened better, and I can sing higher now because of the church. I've raised teams, worship leaders there. I always say I'm retiring, but there is no way.
But I mean, doing active music like he used to do, no?
Oh yeah, we do concerts at church. I travel to do concerts. It's just that if it's not worth it for me, I'm not coming.
Where worth it means? Worth
it means people who are ready to spend and make it happen. I.e., obi waha opeso kate corners. Obi baba because budget scano whichever amount you're spending or no. I want excellence. I want you to get it done. I'll do a DAR constitution. We filled it with over 5,000 people. First African to ever do that. I'll do that, and we spent about $300,000. And I'm okay with that. Make me one show per year, and I'll be okay with that because I don't need to do it again. The impact has been made. We pulled everybody from all over America. DAR Constitution. That's where Eddie Murphy, that's where the presidents, that's where they run they do their campaigns and their comedy shows. I'm the first African to literally do it there. And I'm at the place because of my itinerary. I got to write books. I've written 50 books. I've got to pastor, mentor, be a husband. I have 5 children. So if it's not worth it for me, and I can do my own concert, remember that?
Yeah.
So in the itinerary, we kind of plan it and get it done.
They were crying that Sonnie Badu is expensive. And if you get hold of him, it's not easy. Obanswa, the team is like...
An entourage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the football bus never.
Yeah.
And you'll do it. Because what I put on the table, you wouldn't get anywhere else. Zionfelix is very different from other bloggers. Yeah. Doesn't mean come down to other people's level. No. Who you are is who you are. Those who can afford you can afford you. Those who cannot. And I'd rather stay up there. And we have more stadiums coming up. And you have to meet our requirements or I'm not coming.
But they say you have to win souls for Christ. So the fact that my money can't get somebody means some souls be any runner.
Edru baby, not Jesus or disciples nibusan about paying bills. No, God said, give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. And no more yi sika etria Caesar ka. My emphasis spirituality and things that has to be done. Nyamiadum YouTube ho. Inti se wuntimi me physically obetimi ahwe YouTube. You betimi ahwe phone so ahwe.
Yeah.
But it's different when I'm right there. The experience is different. The euphoria, you can't match it to anything, and I enjoy what I do. I've worked hard for the value, and I will not compromise with the value. And I hope that a lot of people would watch it, the paradigm, and become that, because it's very possible. When you do things right, everybody will pay for excellence.
Which days and time do we have a church service at
We have Tuesdays and Sundays. Sunday we have 3 services: morning, Zoom, afternoon, wisdom service, and then evening service here, empowerment service. And then we have this Tuesdays. But Tuesdays is the deliverance service where everybody travels from all over the States, even Jamaica, Caribbeans, they come down to Atlanta, and miracles are happening, things are happening, and it's a privilege to serve.
Okay. Tama who say obe switch into full-time ministry now. Did you see yourself saying you as a prophet, minister, or which of the 5-fold ministries?
Can I tell you the truth? I've been privileged to have all the 5. Why? Because I took time to serve pastors, prophets, apostles. And so, so I'm able to project anyone I want to. Like Nicole Ivory Coast, it was the evangelical side. Music is evangelism. Here in Kumasi, it's the apostolic side. Family chapel.
Yeah.
Then at church, the preacher comes out. At church, the teacher comes out, and the prophet. People literally come on Tuesdays just for the prophetic side. And so I think perhaps I'm one of the few that has the 5, and all the 5 are literally equal to each other. Whichever side I want to turn, I'm able to turn by the grace of God. Okay.
Before I close the chapter on the
church
issues, no. Recently, I know someone Akosewa. Akosewa, he's a man of God here. I mean, most people respect him. And he said that and yeah, sorry, kind of church members. and people are not really happy about it. Say, I mean, I saw you know, a nipa ni wom, nipa idem skaba so you know. So if you say in fast, so it's kind of church members you didn't talk right. Rock Hill, do you use the church money to help church members?
In fact, let me go deeper. I use my own money to take care of a lot of people. Sometimes, can I sit like this? Let me be myself. Sometimes, no. A lot of people make a lot of statements which pertain to them individually and their host of congregation. But then it is taking and seed as okasamo bia. Ebia ono hono. Ne business bi hwa sorima. Into oma asori sika and hwa sorima. You got it. Other churches also into bia yomo to together to take care of church members. Like my place, we have something called the Rock Fund. Every month, every church member contributes $20. Okay, and this goes towards the Rock Fund. Then I have a welfare team. Into every month, biano se obia yare, obia nye obio obusheni bi owuye ana obibia nsi obi anwa says kind of erodes over. Okay, but then when something happens, ye yiske free Rock funds, Rock well funds, and then we put it towards the person. You bet me, I can say, sorry, sika. Because almost also the mom offering your tithe. But then when it comes to church, if you don't put certain disciplines in place, there are indisciplined people that will abuse that privilege. Obi wa so ka se bia o yare abra, o yare obeba, ne wo fa bi yare obeba, ne na na bi yare, no more we still sick, we still time. So you just have to put some discipline in place. Ebi obeka say every year this amount of money goes towards welfare. Enti unim se wo ba no, you're entitled to this. Like Rockhill, per person is entitled to an amount of money per year. Usi kasa membebium. Adena meyesa, wanyesa, obi more rekrebua. And you have to make sure you tell them so they understand why you're doing that, and it works out well. When sometimes Sikeni welfare funds, Nima, I have to put money in my pocket, and the members unim se commodium pa or babes rent ska, no money ska, echian rent. Obi bet me abe ball bisia, not to any more preachy praise the Lord or just hallelujah. What else will be next week? So it did 3 weeks. One can say you'll be just sorry. I've experienced all of that. Into the two teams say we office can back my fan channel. There's a lot of things that comes with pastoral. I think sir, pastor no minimum, but I think he said it based on what he's experienced and not speaking on behalf of everybody. I believe sir, if you interview him, he would explain. So man, I didn't mean say, but maybe it was taken literally, and of course, some bloggers literally put it somewhere. It will help them or it wouldn't.
Now they say church has become a business where it's open scar, now remove open scar.
Church, let me apply wisdom here. Jesus about assassin or selected 12 disciples. Go check the Bible. All the 12 were businessmen. Or be a fisherman, be a tax collector. 12 nina, they were traders, they were into business. Anything you don't put the right structure in place, no, it will fail. So church is not a business venture. I know some people have now become false prophets and they're making money out of anything in the name of that, and there are also vulnerable people who would fall for that. Now guess what? From bresono no more yet till date in Crawford, but ye and koye nche wo wiasim, because untimi hwe obi a wabre enye sika ebi ani sika kitikiti bi no what that and say before be ye no waji ni sika akwa de edi 1 main na ono so come de no person no kasakra wo say my busy and one kitria wo ho ma mini so a ana papa ni so a ebe kerso untimi nje obi sika sa na ebi a obreso betua hospital bill na untimi ntua because wo no wadwe no oba no obe business why you into ko and one kitchen. Oshes are so for now. And see you one more brabum. Omomba bre. One cassa, I want to know my life. Minty, Adibia Ujiano, whatever you sow, you reap it. It's in every organization. It's everywhere. Even Malam Krote Baby Krano. It's Scammers room. Papa Forces room. So the tag church has become a business. I understand that statement, but it's not every church that's a business lucrative. Because personally, I spend more on the church. I pay all the bills. Sorry, it's not business for me. I just want to fulfill my purpose on earth.
Okay. I have a lot of questions on sorry, but in some Dawson. I mean, hold on. Nameba, I call other matters concerning him. Media Zionfelix.
Hey, hey, no grace gifts, herbal clinic, no entry. Because it's a massive. If you're a damn phone, what's no get now? No grace gifts, herbal clinic, no entry.
Some of them young Cotia is what to rent. Men see a life.
Now, what a branch of Mecca Samoa, who know Prambo better. What a if you're a mammy miss out. A dear pan, and what's our grace gifts, herbal clinic, and into what science, Chincha honey, and a part of the Dr. Grace Bodo work grace gift herbal clinic. So we sabiquata, achacha, any mumwa, Dadebia Bessa. Malaria, hypertension, ulcer, stroke, or banana bema, we hear war bema or top nada. Just a Yadiabe and what you miss. Yan will be beer watching water. Petroleum,
Grace Gift Herbal Clinic. One phone numbers 0246 518 003 and 0244 126 123.
Welcome back. I'm sure you are enjoying my conversation with Dr. Sonnie Badu. He is a man of God and also a gospel minister. Will an album come? And I say the
last year, me released the album. Yeah. I've been also deliberate with it. I released Colors of Africa first, and then till date is trended everywhere all over the world. Then we came in with Sounds of Africa. That also did very well. That's the one that has My Soul Says Yes. First Colors of Africa has Baba. That's when I released Baba. And then in 2020, I think 2021, I released Rhythms of Africa, which was the COVID version. COVID time, I said, let me do something, which we recorded. Inti Oshe Trend now. Last year, I released the album. That means that this year, I've got to release something as well. So I have not left the music out. No, it's literally walking out hand in hand with me.
What did Baba buy? Baba was when it rained on you. Mm-hmm. And almost say Black Ubajin Shine, Sonnie Badu say, on a day, you buy. Rain on me, buy.
Oh, I think, sir, it's the mindset of some people. First of all, Uti Sadiq interview. Was it Sadiq?
Yes.
Three Music.
Sadiq.
Okay, Bibi said the water was not for black cherry. It was for Sarkodie. Yeah, I remember that. But it was a beautiful moment. I saw his. I'm like, this is good. This is incredible. On stage with that happening, beautiful. Entertainment, Niawano. People need to understand. I just cracked a joke. I started the rain thing. There's nothing in there that, Biba Jinishine, that's all Jinishine. Maybe your gospel, no, we. How does anything interfere? Follow entertainment. Kanye West can give a comment on somebody if they're friends or if they want people to talk about it, which people did. But it ended there. Then because it rained. You may say, and natural rain, it's part of the job. It has nothing to do with OB Jinishine. That's in the shine. Maybe Jinishine Kumasi, maybe a concert was stated it rained. Accra, it rained. Even America, any concert, maybe it rains. I'm just used to this. It's just to make, it made everything look good. That's all. Nothing in it said, Obi Baji, Obi Shine. Mikra, me shine that. If that makes sense, yeah.
So when you look at Ghanaian music right now, then, now gospel music was on top. But it's a question anywhere you pass by, the secular people are making waves. I think we're more of one top when it comes to gospel music. I don't want to mention this, but which gospel word now is one top. But about secular now, can mention a whole lot of secular artists. They are making waves here and outside Ghana. Mm-hmm. Do you think that we are lacking something in our gospel world?
You see, Matro book be on the spirit of excellence. Obia padiefe, but it is caneto. The reason why that's happening, in your opinion, or whatever you've observed is happening, is simply because the secular boys would put more effort, more money, make things happen. Obia shadiefe. Now the good visuals count. It gives you that global influence. Whereas, so I'm answering your question. Topic. No be a misquote say na bekan. Whereas the oil gospel no. On sheda niskepi aden. Ensure no okoko no. Ye mani sika. Ye wia de sofo no pen no de bema no. Into your bed na wetimia budget say a clip video no ye $5,000. Ono ko gegigro nya 5,000 big rather. Ya mana 1,000 Ghana near Diamano. And no ni try ye be man 500 Ghana. Now says can or the koyede. Ziana e-levy but no maba. And then no think about it. You can't even do what you wish or dream to do. Oh your bar. Obi be peso be Mosca, but you might have to compromise. Oh your bema and the infew cry. Tough. It be a sorry penny be a whisker. And no because oh me pewasem. And also so you have to be a slave and succumb to them. Because hey, brother, home your office, bit me continue 4 hours, 5 hours. Oh, that is saying now Fede as a sikentino also upachoa. So the reason why this is happening is because there's no money in the system for the gospel guys. Besides a lyrical content. If you watch this young man, emoji, or status set or de nyomabiki can ne art, it's taking him to the globe. His video is becoming excellent. He's working hard, and you can see what is happening. And yes, sir, other people are not as anointed as him. They are. But maybe they have not invested in their craft as Emoji has.
But
Patrose.
If you try to invest more as well.
And only as some. Oh, I say you have to compromise, and in compromising, nothing happens, which leads to you getting frustrated. If pastors can literally help, let me use the word, help these musicians they invite, all banakran, 3,000 Ghana, into all banakran, we've got to work in excellence. No artist, Ocean Church, Jonathan Nelson, Ty Tribbett, every American artist has been to my church. Big preachers have been there. Nobody will come to my church and not know what they are getting before they come. Oh, but what sign called manager? Many Jonathan Nelson are like this, but me inviting her, me manager, ending the manager. The church speaks to his manager. So you bet me at Nasa, you're born, come on, say, now managers are casa. Money should be transferred. Whatever has to be done has to be done. Yeah, now for we're close friends, but we respect each other accordingly. Also invite me. The team talks to my management. But yet if you work like this, obi abenya peace of mind. Zion oko him say, oh, what 3,000 Ghana be, oh the 1,000 be and 50,005 be chia banda. Unim say 1,005 na kano. Oh the how far? Oh the 500 better for video. Oh yes it should be. So if the mindset can change, I think gospel music can do well.
Was Zionfelix concert a self-organized event or Obina a booking?
So they called that we've been looking for you for 10 years. So I said, I'm giving you my terms and condition. If you can meet it, I'll come. So we gave them our terms and conditions. So everything you saw was Badu planned, from stage, craft, stage works, to lighting. I flew Frankie, the sound guy, to Ivory Coast with me because I needed them to get the sound right. It's got to be right or I'm not doing it. So everything you saw, the only thing they surprised me with was the Sonnie normal church or lights, and that one I didn't know anything about it. But from down to hotel, it has to be this. Security, we went in with our security and they had to give us their security, and you have to meet that. I had 3 security men because organizers no more organizing. One of the times I'm more called, I'm robbers attack him. Yeah, Okoda Hospital. These are some of the details. Now, who organizer now here, Ivory Coast, So I'm robbers achewa. And yeah, me so we had to make sure so beefy up security. So we had 3. I had Shaibu, I had Pastor Larry, and then they had their inside guy who was with us 24/7. My room, nobody has to know my room number and all of that because me too quite P. Suriname say, I'm Robert Swohopi. Ebi waha, obi betria okay, no more smart, I'm Robert, no more power room, no more attack you. There are so many things that happens on the road. So sometimes my room number also cut down. Now it's a room no, because they will tell somebody say Korea. You reassuring them say no yanda. We were given signals so we might be robbed. Yes, why and you're not airport 8 hours, 9 hours from Suriname to Trinidad and Tobago, from Trinidad and Tobago to Miami and San Diego back. These are some of the things you can't play with security at all. So to choir because so be mouse dollars near door so obit me catch obi say mama niska. Let me give you an example. One pastor went to preach for his fellow pastor. The fellow pastor named Manisika, I think $10,000. Omu drew hotel no. So I'll check it said notes no a real into a pen marker. No the market all the dollars no yeah you know. Or I'm robbers did to buy bony team a fast can in nakoe. Your friend, the host pastor, say, "Ya baby, me." Host pastor say, yeah, and you remember, or buy no pay $1,000 be man. Into papa ne check his scanner, ne scanner one market. It happens. It happens. Trust me. Into say, oh, somebody have fast security? No, minty Ivory Coast, French po minty. What I say? Into if you are around and crowd, so this cash on. We share I'm Robert be say master juicy kind of call. You gotta understand all these things. So it's important, they respect it, they know it, and it works.
And you said master in so will be chimney not to disrespect anybody, but I mean in question there. I want to be ICC, ICGC, Pastor Victor, or say a bit my host Sonnie Badu.
Semeba mean call bitchem not to disrespect anybody. They might not be able to meet the requirement. And I make here. I'll give you an example. But me mama, in church, Pastor Selena, she didn't book me. But mommy says, Sonnie, uncle, I have no choice. Anywhere dad wants me to go, I have no choice. I'll just show up. If I want to, okay, say, uncle, why? Because we have a relationship. And I also do relationships as well. Pastor Foro is here. Any wakasi uncle, Papa, I'll do it. But it takes a lot to host me at a hotel. So there's no point. However, say be a mobile phone company be and they want to bring me to a stadium, you can come and experience me. Plus my itinerary also. I say me share member, me share me yere, me share sorry. It's not everywhere I'd want to go. Now obeko baby. Now Zion unko baby. Exactly.
Still on the Ivory Coast concert, before the concert, your pictures were viral. Say you have a tattoo, and it became talk of the town. Say a soulful and a gospel artist with a tattoo. Why the tattoo? Because as a Ghana for being tested, I said, "Yamini pade tattoo the uncle."
Say me answer a best alcohol viral view. Until I'll put it, I'll make it look warm a little bit. Not mentioning things, not mentioning anything, because when you say we, I call out, it'll also go up. But I feel, say, it's high time certain mentalities change. If it does, we will do more exploit, and we will be able to influence a lot of people. God, I know people will quote scriptures, and probably quote scriptures, but I say, oh, nyamese, body no, but Zion, I've met people who look clean, but omo ye criminal sin bibia. Your body na ye di ho agro no. Ye beja no how. Ye beja wasasi so. Who within 1 year, ube pro or body no ko. It's not the body God is interested in. It's the heart. It's your soul. It's your mind. It's what's within that God is interested in. Everybody has been called for certain people. It's they're different from the other people. So So long as my mother doesn't have a problem, my wife doesn't have a problem, my father doesn't have a problem, my children don't have a problem, anybody's opinion really doesn't really matter to me. I know why I did it. I know why I put it there. Zion, when you're tagging this, tag it well, because you put me in trouble. But yeah, for me, it's we striving to do good. We striving to influence people right. We striving to be a better person in life. And you hear me.
So if I get...
To say, we say, it came out. Wow, why I say? I don't know how Mr. Mint, I don't know how.
Yes, wow.
No, yes, me my wife,
okay.
But who say no? So everybody had their own opinion. You understand? But you know why you did what, and you never responded to anybody. I remember even texting you and saying, "Hey," and you never responded because you have your reason. And sometimes, it's better not to respond. Okay. But so long as your heart feels right about it, go ahead and do it. Me wa nyami tini na me de call heaven. Makuma, my spirit na me de call. So long as you're a good person, unria obia, bo obia po, chantrongu obi so, kum obino, masa, okoi heaven.
So if I get you right, tattoo is not wrong.
Let me answer you. I don't have a problem with it. Somebody else might. So I wouldn't say it's wrong.
But biblically.
You see, if we're to move things or go into context to pick things, then there's so many topics we can talk about biblically. Okay? To bet me scripture be a beka say tithing yet. Or be bet me scripture so beka to tithing yet. There are homosexual churches that will give you a scripture say and say, and also so nyame domo. You see, let's not use the Bible to meet our personal need. God is love. That's all the entire Bible is about. Let us demonstrate love. The Bible is just a guideline to our life, living life well. The Quran is also something that will guide you in living your life well. And for me, people can quote scriptures to meet whatever they want to say. All doesn't matter if your heart is wrong, okay? If you don't have love in your heart, then whatever you're doing is not important. So that's my policy. That's my philosophy.
You have a good rapport with Ajagwaja. And people are saying, Ajagwaja and Sonnie Badu, they are two different people. Ajagwaja's belief is way different from yours. So why?
Okay. He's an interesting man. He's a good man. You've met him personally, severally. Guess what? I haven't met him. So let me ask you, what's your opinion on Ajagwaja?
I mean, I like him.
Yeah?
I like him.
You like him?
Yeah.
You have seen him face to face. Mimi Shianada. Menene Casa Alfonso. I think when he was in Europe, we were chatting, I was teasing him. But you have met him about 10 times. Yeah. Until you'll be at a better place to tell me what you think about him.
I'm talking about his teachings. Mm-hmm. People do say the teachings is off. Mm-hmm. And he mostly talks about using the Old Testament and not believing in the New Testament.
Personally, the Bible is not complete without the Old and the New. Okay. Jesus said, I did not come to wipe away everything. I came to fulfill whatever was said about me in the Old. In the Old Testament, Jesus was revealed as the miracle worker. He was working through the prophets. And in the New Testament, he became the revelation, what everybody was talking about, what Isaiah was talking about, said, for unto us a child is born, for unto us a son is given, all of that. If we want to debunk the Old Testament, then we should debunk tithing. Because tithe ne were old mu, any new mu. If we want to debunk certain things, then we should totally debunk a lot of things. Then again, I say akoman enya, enu ne hiya me. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, Namibusa, and said, inti, say, okay, let me not even go there because it might be twisted again. But for me, Jesus said the greatest command is love. You can be a Muslim. Wakumaya. nyame be hu mobo. You can be a Christian. So akoma nya now the Jesus abo mo masoa. Unko bebia. Hey, it is love that we have. I saw Ajagraja put there. Say he's able to feed his people. Ebi akwanya oye and the esre. Abio bing bing bing. You know, but he's very comical as well. But think about what he's doing. He's feeding people. If he's doing Ocha Ojana Ninchia, or say Abraham son or ye into no so yenisa. Also say, may any say, no so yet obey. You know you want you be you obey heaven at the uncle heaven. For me, I don't condemn anybody. So long as they're not robbing, so long as they're not doing evil, so long as they're not causing confusion and they're demonstrating love. I want to look at what they're doing. I want to find out. I didn't know, yes, sir. I mean, you're an interviewer. You've been to his place. Why showing that? Where did you need that, boy? Only video. Only video. Yeah.
We did that. But David, I'm call church and who how yes service no. Again, by me aroma no.
Na sa dog come bisa. I know so be Diana.
Oh no.
No. Ultimate cost I know when did it. I said no so.
But I mean, my cousin could
Right. Yeah, my cousin could Right. But I think he's a good person.
But I almost say Ninsim they all can say yes were na even God has ex-wife. Now why you too? Almost in some work can.
Okay. Obe leader biano on a philosophy.
Okay.
Jehovah Witness for a warm philosophy. Seventh-day Adventists, warm philosophy. The Muslims have their philosophies. Into the philosophy. Just as we respect the Jehovah Witnesses, no. You respect you beyond it. You would the initial when him call heaven. Jehovah Witness for Mamuja. They've backed their philosophy. They've raised a people who are adamant, saying, are you going to quote a Bible to tell them that they must not do that? No. For me, if that's his philosophy, you let him be. Ombe we are obiadia. Ombe ye bibi na obiaka say papa we wabe family and now wabe say, right? As so for people who are they're doing things wrong, they're not doing the right thing, but about tie, it's a suit, a camp focus here into what you're saying on the air, right? That's the problem. For me, whatever philosophy anybody has, respect it. You should. Paul was better than Peter because Paul was learned. Not Paul Nimadia. Paul Timiko Roma, no Roman Catholic, I'm all things to all men. So if you're able to open up a little bit to learn and question, you would find certain things out for yourself. So for me, whatever anybody's philosophy is, so long as they have followers, let them be. Let them lead their following. So I say, even in the Christendom, Pentecost for one philosophy, Methodist for one philosophy, Catholic for one there, Charismatic for one there, sorry for one there. Obia on the philosophy. So or no practicing the philosophy. You just let him be. I think there's a bit of a problem now because social media is finding it strange to see sacrifices to say they are but I think say any new to soon sorry for. If that makes sense. It's just that way back they were very private and they kept things within. But he has chosen to let the world see what he's doing and the philosophy. I'm not here to judge and say, oh, you're a righteous person. So I love everybody. And my security guy, he's Muslim. And I've worked with him for almost 9 years. He me anointed me the oil goodness. So, you know, me preaching we are or no tell me boss. And then your mass, so no Jesus, but it was very powerful. When I'm going to so a bonfire or the moment my form, you be preaching on the catch himself, boss. This was so powerful. Hey, why would I say minti Muslim in Nanti? You see, the mindset is where the problem is. But I'm very open. In fact, I'm close to him than a lot of people because he's honest. He protects me. I because you say, in Shokra,
you mean Shaibu?
Shaibu, yeah. No. I'm talking about Shaibu.
Okay.
In Shokra, or betting for me. He protects me. What I say? So I'm just saying, sir, if you're open-minded, God can use you more because you begin to understand certain things.
Okay. Talking about learning, do some of our gospel acts come to you to learn?
It's a very interesting question. There are a lot of them that I wouldn't mention names that where they are, I helped them get there, but they've never told the world who helped them. And then after they get there, they pretend they don't know you. Yeah. And but I understand the mindset, and I don't lose nothing helping. You know, most of them come to America, they put all over their flyers. I'm here, but how many documents, how many papers I had? Yes, I did. I've called some person and say, hey, we need krata because the CR system, no, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure details. Google name, they go on social media to check. Into what saw a visitor. Now they are told flyers, so ukra B1 visa, or they are told of flyers, so say, Tonyum how to and Chebia be deported. Over 4, 5 times, 5th one, he be once recently I called one and gave him a guy who does visas. I'm trying to say, friend, number no ye, me who say, oh, tabapa, uni visa. You be arrested, be deported. You deported on to me room 10 years. But they will never go anywhere and say, Sonnie Badu called me and told me to do this. Ebi mutimba Atlanta, they don't even call say I'm here. But I understand the mindset. If I gotta help, I will help. But one of the things I want them to know, as a global ministry, do things right, get the right visa. Unia and Chebia, they will deport you. It's simple. Almost shop. Room. There's no window, there's no nothing. Once you get in there, no said they are taking you back. No more white people outer. I've helped a lot of Nigerian artists. I've helped them to get those documents now because it's very, very vital. You cannot desire to go on the globe ignorantly.
Will you be happy when somebody describes you as a controversial artist or gospel minister?
I don't mind. I speak my mind. I speak the truth. Mechanical. You might call it controversy, but if I can defend whatever I say, I'm very open. I'll congratulate Kwame Eugene, because what people don't know is that when they were up and coming, him and Kiddy were given to me to mentor. So they will literally report to me, Papa, yeah, yes, say, hey, Mamunyeni say, Kwame, oh, yeah, okay, Tobo, invest in a house, Kotodain. So I have a lot of behind the scene relationship with them. Anybody I put on my social media, I know them besides whatever people know. That makes me me. I understand. Before I became a Christian, I was a bad boy. I've smoked, I've done all of that. You know, there's nothing I haven't done. Intimately pass it. Paul. If you tag it as controversy, it's your mindset. It doesn't pay my bill.
What was the feeling when they were trolling you on Twitter, Bridget Otu and the others, about a supposed fake degree?
It's their opinion. It's their opinion. When they come to my side of the world, they'll understand things better. I've learned to not respond too much, but show. You understand? So it's their opinion. Whatever you want to say, you can say it from wherever you are.
Were you hurt?
Was I hurt?
Yeah.
I'm used to the game. I just didn't want my family to watch and see. My wife couldn't take it, but family won't cry. And no cry, me minister more. I'll do whatever I need to do. I understand the game. I know I have a lot of haters. I have a lot of lovers too. I understand. So people get the opportunity, if they can, to do whatever they want to do. But it doesn't change who I am. It doesn't make me shorter or taller. It always makes me better. Everybody's entitled to the opinion. But I wish one day come to my world, stand in front of me and say what you want to say. Just
what happened?
Oh, try it. Just try it. See Pastor Larry here? He's gonna thump you. I have one security guy called Ernest, or best swau. These are matured men who understand my kind of world. Until ubetimiat na fear, ebikra or credit kakraka, now they are texting, you're fine. Come to my world and try it again.
When your comments about Deborah Vanessa's boyfriend was taken out of context, how?
It was okay, it was taken out of context.
Yeah. So I realized it was just something that you were just
First
saying.
of all, I was not even talking to Debbie or the boyfriend. I was talking to you. And One Love is a good friend of mine. In fact, we were also talking behind the scene. So see, people don't know that. I always encourage it. We chat. Or to me, at DBS in my text and say, one love ideas. That's who I am. So that statement was to you like, hey, Zion. But I said it to Zion. I said, my downfall born, komono obi abete. And the young man looks like the other man. I thought for once it was the other person. It was just a reflex thing. Zion, or say, Ujafo, and then it was taken out of context. But I think there was nothing wrong with it. And Debbie had more interviews to do. In the entertainment game, this also is part of it. Hey, she went on Nana Romeo's show and did an interview as well. She said the brother looks like Jesus, and it's fine. It's part of the entertainment way. I don't think Debbie had a problem with it, and I don't think One Love did. I didn't have it. I don't think he also had a problem with it. Yeah, we understand the game.
And medical says, take his name out of.
And also medical had to say something. And also it's all part of it. And hey, I'm also part of the entertainment. Music is art and entertainment. You understand? It comes with the game.
Will we get a branch of Rock Hill in Ghana anytime soon?
Zion, I as of now, no. Authority and easy if you want to do it right. And I want to do it right. Like I said to my church people, saying Drew 4,000 members, it will be foolish for me to start opening branches. It doesn't make sense. Well, the thing is, build this one to about 4,000 members. And look around now, I can be able to travel. And I'm about 3 weeks. But they're taking care of the church. Everything is fine. Imagine saying, come on, it's draining. And I have to make time for my family. My family is pretty young, and I cannot be an absentee dad. So I'm very close to my children. Every Monday I have to cook for them. I have to serve my wife. I have to serve my children, take them out. Obia because school, I'm doing more core. I make sure whatever the school needs, I provide for them so they can take care of my child. So opening another branch, that's not in the plan. No.
The last time I heard, Selassie Ibrahim was the one managing Sonnie Badu. And I also heard Winfred Daniel Niajay was part of your team. But now I'm sure they are no more.
Oh, we do talk. Don't manage you be a contracts, right?
Yeah.
What does the contract say? Sometimes a contract can last up to 2 years, up to 3 years, right? And Wizkid ni banki ye juma. Is Wizkid working with Banky now? No. But once upon a time, Banky was managing Wizkid for a certain time. So let's not make it look like, oh, Obi contract asana te so mo jamu ntema say. No, let's not do that. You sign the contract, time is so you review, the person realizes, say, oh, I can manage myself, or I can do it this way, or based on where I'm going. I became a preacher, so I was preaching more than singing. What's the point signing a contract to manage something when I have to focus on the church? When contracts are done, you review, okay, let's do it this way, and you move. Winfred was handling a lot of my businesses, at that time. And when the contract was done, we said, okay, let's do it this way and let's do it that way. So it's not that mindset of, oh, Obini contract say. No, it doesn't work that way.
But with Winfred, I heard, after your show, your last concert with him, that was when issues started popping up and you stopped working with him.
No, every industry, institution, organization would have little issues, but they're not issues that cannot be handled. You've had issues with your stuff, your staff, but they're not stuff that cannot be handled. When you're trying to reach out to me, you called him, and he made me know, and then I had to, So it doesn't mean it's game over. Sometimes where as a visionary you want to go, you're like, okay, I want to go this way, and I need to move that way, and hey, thank you, you did excellent, and you move on from there. Oh no, I haven't met a lot of people. I haven't. Zion, my baby suffers here. Oh, now, and a jet lag time, me used to see us backwards na se 1 hour. It's a lot. A whole, I was saying, you're ready for the service. Miria, I gotta go to a funeral. My godfather died. I gotta drive and go for the funeral. Even Pastor Fori, normally when I would come, we'll sit down and have a laugh. We can't because, see, I'm getting older. I'm not as young as I can. Anytime I get to rest, I need to sleep and rest. So, yeah, I mean, if there is time, I'll make that time. But right now, I need to focus on why I'm here and do my job.
When are you leaving?
Next week somewhere. Oh. Next week, yeah.
It's been an honor talking to you.
You are an incredible guy.
Thank you.
Incredible guy. Ube TV stations, but temporary, and yera, a bear permanent. Wadremudo, the gift of wisdom has been given to you. People don't understand you. People don't, what's the word? You are unassuming, and that's an advantage. Because when you know it, now sometimes it might look like a disadvantage, but it's an advantage because doors a lot of people will trust you with wealth. You just got to make sure, sir, you defend your name, you protect your name at all costs. Make sure, sir, the team you work with is the right team that will protect you and not be looking to hold on to something. That should be because is written all over the stars for you. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Your final words to your fans.
Hey, I want to say I appreciate everybody. I mean, everybody that's working hard, everybody that feels I'm controversial, everybody that feels we love Sonnie Badu, even those who cannot stand me. Hey, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I know things and times are really tough here in Ghana, but keep believing, keep going. And I think divinity and the elements of this world will bring something good your way. This year is going to be a good year for everybody, and I wish everybody all the best.
But this question is very, very important. There are most Ghanaians outside our music believe in say Ebe Blue Ghana. You did it. I mean, you were not in Ghana, you were outside, and you did music. Now, it wasn't just even in Ghana, all over the world. What did you do so that people are, because there are lots of Ghanaians outside. You say, oh, Ghana music was USA, Ghana music was France, Ghana music was UK. And most of them there, no, but because Ghana had other parts. How do you do yours?
Okay. So Zion, I was raised by Nigerians. Okay. In London, I was literally around Nigerians all the time for about 15 years. So I understood their mindset and they literally adopted me. So Nigerians started embracing me, then Ghana took it. And that's how we exploded. That's why till date, I go to Nigeria as their own. It all comes down to content. Senyumni papa, na a good video, and you have the right people like the Zionfelixes and all these people to hold you up. It will come out, okay? And so it's got to do with quality and efforts, and then divinity just falls on it. And I think I've been lucky and privileged to have that, where you build a fan base. When social media was not there, you build a foundational fan base. Anywhere, I've got Cameroon coming stadium, I've got Zimbabwe stadium coming, I've got Mozambique coming, and it's because we worked hard underneath building our fan base. And this new generation for one money fan base be social media like us Mochi. And so for efforts this generation don't see this. Yeah, near caught up and down. Obi catch them. So some people almost 30 million views on YouTube, maybe or 21 million pen. I'm saying I started this almost 18, 19 years ago. See this amaton. Udini nabomwa. I sing times 5. Domwaye. So it comes down to you building the right foundation, having good content, having a mentor that would tell you, Fafa, who says, so be bear or not, you're a good blogger. All they have to do is book you and sit down with you and learn. You know, so that's where the problem is.
Okay. But you mean feel voice, no voice, no day, say in your bias nyako.
Zion, I'm not panny, you had your mentunium. My voice cracking.
Yeah.
But a demon, I'm in from Frewa. Edimbe na me fantuntumwa. Nana yehu. Nana ya me wawa. Inti nana bro. Nana bro. Nana bro. Nana bro. Nana bro. Nana bro. Yama wusu.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zion.
And it's an honor that he opened the doors for me to talk to him. I come to flight call America. He's the first person I've
ATL
to meet. Yeah.
ATL, please.
Right now, I am one there. This is everybody I can say. Average. Thank you for watching. Media Zionfelix. Bye-bye.
Epasase atwa ono di afi Easter day oyes stronko there ebetumi nya asase bi go Estate Land Act Adishia City Krampan Oben Calf University in a dodo so Oben Government Hospital no so full plus 70 by 100 first no is 16,000 say the water do about 10,000 Ghana cedis in a half plot 50 by 70 no 8,000 cedis in a water do about 5,500 Ghana cedis dodo full plot 70 by 100 first no 30,000 cedis say the water do about 22,000 Ghana cedis half plot 16,000 cedis in a while told about 12,000 Ghana cedis litigation free and a kwana betuma treat them assassin Canada monstro kra membohu we twitwa assassin so kama Carl kwanso so didemu kama free site plan and an indenture for first 50 customers our web assassin do fast development area ebetuma free forever construction limited it was 0501 204040 another 0509 999828 forever construction forever yours.